Well, Hulk Hogan passed away recently.
Right.
And it was actually on the 10-year anniversary of the leak with all the N-word stuff, where he's like, he was talking about his daughter dating a black man. He said, I'd rather she was going to go F some N-word with a hard R. I'd rather have her marry an 8 foot tall N-word worth $100 million, like a basketball player. I guess we're a little racist, fucking N-word.
You know, what I say this is my mother used to say shit like, if she can't use her comb, don't bring her home. So I didn't care that he was. I think that when they say things like, you know, the family would like for you to respect his memory, there's one of his daughters that would not come to see him, that didn't want anything to do with it, she don't want a part of his $30 million estate.
Yeah, Brooke Hogan.
So if you did something so bad that a daughter can't forgive you in death, you're a horrible motherfucker.
Well, I just like to tell Brooke that I'll gladly take that share of
right.
Hulk Hogan's estate on her behalf.
Right.
And I promise to do great things with that money.
Yeah.
Like buy myself a Rolls Royce.
Right.
Maybe a private plane.
Absolutely. But when you say things
maybe
that are
give back a little bit as well, yeah.
When you say things that are so horrible that people can't forgive you in death, it's rest in peace, but not to everybody.
Listen, I've said, you know, I did a tweet that went viral. I said Hulk Hogan was a legend. He was also a racist. Both could be true. You're not going to say he wasn't a legend in wrestling. He was the face of wrestling for like 20 years.
Yes.
But he was also a racist behind closed doors.
See, here's the thing. They're both the same thing. Wrestling is fake, right? Mm-hmm. And the idea of America's acceptance is fake. We are not further along. We're not as far along as we pretend to be. So the idea that we're an evolved society is fake, and the idea that wrestling is real, it's all fake. If it weren't fake, then why do, like Bruce Pearl, who is Auburn, and he talked about how divisive Obama was, right? And he talked about how in this country you could be anything you want. In this country, a black man could be what a white man thinks he should. Be president, we're gonna have a problem with you. You be a pilot. How many people have you talked about when I get on a plane, I see a black person, I wonder if they're DEI, or if they are a mayor or a governor, I wonder if they're DEI, or if they're, so you can be whatever it is I think you're worthy of. We're not all equal, because you get to assign to me with the belief, when you coach a basketball team, of course you could have a black leader, because you ain't gonna wanna, listen, if you in the NFL, you got to be for affirmative action, because without niggas, that shit would be rugby. But the very same man talked about how divisive Obama was. Was he accused of sexual battery? Was he accused of attacking a Capitol? Was he accused of coddling and consorting with pedophiles? You didn't like him because of the way he made you feel. Barack Obama was a mirror to this country, and America didn't like what it saw. He was a bullet in the head of white supremacy. He shattered the veneer that they were superior. And you can't tell me that you wouldn't switch. If Barack Obama was a white man, they'd be building ships and statues to him right now.
I mean, I think Obama went down as one of the great U.S. presidents.
He did go down as one of the great U.S. presidents.
You know, so although people like Trump try to take away his pictures and so forth out of the White House, history ultimately will read it the right way.
Let me just...
the fact that he was reelected by a landslide showed you what it was.
Let me ask something. All fair, we're just talking about accolades, attributes to attributes. Mm-hmm. If Barack Obama had to go against Donald Trump in a spelling bee, not one white person would vote on Barack Obama. I mean, will vote on Donald Trump, because they know he's intellectually, whether people like this a lot, he's morally and intellectually inferior to a black man. He is. He is. He's morally and intellectually inferior to the standard of the world.
Yeah.
Fight me on it. If you had, if you had Donald Trump's resume, not only could you not be in a White House, you can be a White Castle.
White Castle wouldn't hire him.
They would.
They say, sorry. Go down to Arby's.
How the fuck you tell me how great a businessman you are when you went bankrupt 6 times?
Yeah.
The thing about, I defy anybody to argue, Donald Trump is intellectually and morally inferior to the black man that was supposed to be intellectually and morally inferior.
Yeah. I feel you. Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away. And I hate the internet sometimes, but the whole conspiracy, how somehow it was somehow tied into Bill Cosby. Like, look, they killed his real son and his TV son. It must be connected.
I think I know who you're talking about. He's a good friend of mine, but I tell you this.
Wait, you know who said this?
I do.
Oh, yeah, Eddie Griffin.
He's a dear friend of
mine. Eddie Griffin. I fuck with Eddie. Although Eddie
He's
want to charge me $1 million for our next interview.
Right. Maybe you talked about, like he talked to me when he was going to come on here. He's a dear.
I love you. I love you, Eddie. I wish I could interview you again. I just can't afford $1 million for the next interview.
He's a dear friend of mine. I do not, let me tell you something. Is it unreasonable to believe that black people who drown just drown?
No.
There are islands in the Caribbean.
I've never met a black person that couldn't swim. Every single black person. Yeah.
I can swim.
I'm joking, of course.
No, but I'm saying, but we don't.
But Michael Jai White can't swim. Do you know that?
I did.
He literally has no ability. He said he's tried. Something about his body density just goes to the bottom of the pool.
So is it unusual for a group of people, not the individual, but in the aggregate, is it unusual that people who don't swim drown? I don't know a black person that I knew who don't have a story where they almost drown.
Yeah.
So I just don't think. I think sometimes what is.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm sad. The thing I'm sad about is, I think Bill Cosby did horrible things, but Cliff Huxtable listed black people to heights they never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bill Cosby did all that shit, but Cliff Huxtable made black people go to college. Cliff Huxtable is why Barack Obama became president.
Yeah, I agree. We talked about this before.
So
yeah. We also lost Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes.
Do you know that at one point Ozzy was so high off of drugs that he shot 17 of his family cats?
Yes.
And his wife found him underneath the piano with a gun and a knife covered in blood?
That doesn't sound surprising.
That's the crazy part. Because he also bit off the head of an actual bat.
But that was an accident.
That was on accident.
Yeah, but he shot all the...
Let me show you what I do on purpose.
Right?
You thought that was crazy.
Yeah. Wait till you see the shit I do when I'm not aware of it. That's hilarious.
Right. He killed 17 cats.
Yes, he did.
And, I mean, listen, he lasted to 72. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean...
The average American... The average white dude lasts to 77, so he didn't do...
Well, I'm just saying the average American doesn't do as many drugs as...
That's what I'm saying.
Ozzy Osbourne.
So far, yeah.
Like he was just full blown...
He was the C student of the life class.
Exactly. And look...
he wasn't the ages to it. They'd have lived to 89, but he is the C student.
I did a Pierce Morgan episode with Ozzy's wife, Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah.
Seems like a nice lady. But look, if you go that hard during your life, once you hit your 60s, 70s, and this is like the kind of things I talked to like with Faison about. It's just like, yo, man, like, you don't see people your size in their 60s and 70s.
Ain't no old fat people.
Ain't no old fat people, man.